You guys, you don't want to see anyone graduating without you, okay? It hurts. It really does. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Baby.Brown.Angel, if you didn't know, and I'm going to be talking about my 12th grade year because I think it's needed. Everyone has bumps in the road. My bump in the road was my 12th grade year. I took so many steps back, and now the school year is just over. All that happened was I got expelled. I didn't go to my prom, and I didn't get to graduate. So, I mean, you should know why this is hard for me to talk about. I'm basically like putting all my flaws out here for the world to see. And, you know, everyone wants, you know, people to only see their best, but I feel like people can learn from this. I want people to learn from this. I'm also posting this video so people can relate if they're going through the same thing. I just want you to know that it is possible to bounce back from this stuff, and just because I haven't yet doesn't mean I won't, because I know I will. It's just taking me a while. Things aren't easy to break out of and conquer. Also, sorry about the, if you hear any type of construction going on, they're doing stuff outside my apartment, like literally outside my window. It's a tad bit annoying. It all started in August. That's when my school started at the time, and it was after my birthday. I started school before my birthday. During the summertime, my boyfriend had gotten me a taser, and it's a self-defense taser. It looks just like a flashlight, and it's not the kind that shoots out, you know. And got it because I've had problems before, because I walk. I don't have a car. I walk and take bus, you know. It's not always the safest, especially late at night when you're just getting off of work. So one day, early in the school year, I think it was still August at the time, I decided to empty out my book bag because I was looking for something at the breakfast table. And, you know, someone being nosy was like, okay, what is that? And I'm like, it's a flashlight. What does it look like? It's like, okay, it looks like a flashlight, but why do you have it? And, you know, at the time, I felt like I had something to prove, because a lot of things happened in that school. It has a lot of memories. But yeah, I had something to prove, and so I told them, okay, well, it's not just a flashlight, it's also a taser. And they told me to prove it, and so I did, and I sparked it. And I didn't even do it just once. The second stupid mistake. I was just stupid that day. I was just really dumb. But so yeah, I decided to spark it a few times, and before the breakfast period ended, someone came up to me and was like, okay, well, people are looking for where that sound came from, because, you know, tasers make a zapping sound. It's intimidating. So, I mean, people would know it from anywhere, right? Yeah. Someone came up to me and told me, well, people are looking for where the sound came from, and they're suspecting that it came from you. So, yeah. And so, me being the worst friend in the world, I I gave it to one of my friends and asked them, can they hide it for me? And at the time, I was so scared. I wasn't thinking like, okay, I'm going to get my friend caught up in this situation that I am going to be caught up in. Like, I'm going to be in trouble. And so she hid it, and I was called to the office. And the principal, I gave her such a hard time, and I swear to goodness, I am so sorry for ever doing that to her. I kept telling her that it wasn't me. It wasn't me. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. And she said, oh, and she gave me so many chances before she said she was going to call the police. And even though I know that was like so much worse, for some reason I kept it going. I was scared. I didn't want it to be me, you know? I didn't want to get in trouble. I didn't want them to call my mom. I didn't want all this stuff to happen. But, you know, the police came. I still kept it up. And you know, they put the school on lockdown, and, you know, trouble. They looked everywhere, and they couldn't find it. When they, like, decided to stop the search, and they were honestly about to give up, they kept asking me questions like, okay, did you have a taser? And I'm like, no. And they asked the principal, like, are you sure that she didn't just have her phone on some type of flash type thing on, or are you sure the sound wasn't coming from anything else, you know, stuff like that. And so after a while I was just like, okay, it was me, you know. And they asked me where I hid it, and I said, well, I actually asked my friend if she can hide it, and she hid it in a tampon box in the girls' bathroom in the trash. And that's probably why the dogs couldn't sniff it out, you know. But so that happened. Safe to say I was expelled, you know, but that was because, you know, the safety for all the other children. I understand I put everyone under a crap ton of stress and yada yada yada. Also, since the police were involved, and I did have a concealed weapon in the school, I was charged. Yeah, I was, with the possession of a weapon. Now, it wasn't anything else too serious, because it's not like I sparked it at someone. It wasn't like I was playing around and I was gonna, like, zap someone with it. My friend, she didn't get in trouble. And even though she didn't, I said I was sorry. Like, I meant from the bottom of my heart. Because, I mean, that's just I'm a horrible person for putting someone in a situation like that. I am. But glad to say that she wasn't mad at me, although I felt like she should have been. And we are still friends, so that makes me happy. God, shedding like no other. So when I did get expelled, so many things went through my mind. One thing that went through my mind was, okay, I can't go on this Belize trip anymore. Yes, there was a school trip for all of us to go to Belize. Not all of us, okay. A select few 12th graders would go to Belize for like a week, and I was so excited. That was where I was going to start my YouTube channel. That was where life was like, I was finally going to get out there, because I haven't really traveled much in my life yet. I plan to at some point when I have the money and stuff. And the second thing that went through my mind was that I'm not gonna get to graduate from this school. And you never know how much you wanted to do something until you no longer have the opportunity. And so I felt like in that whole situation, I ended up breaking my own heart. Because I felt like that school was going to take me places. And I felt like it was going to give me so much opportunity. And now, I effed it up. Basically, fucked it up. And, so yeah, that was my first bad decision and everything. While I was out of school, my family was trying to get me into a different school. It was taking them a while, so I felt like I wanted to take it into my own hands. I mean, at the time I was also working, okay? I wasn't just like staying at home chilling and stuff. I really wanted to get back in school, and I was working. I was a barista at the time. Yes, I wanted to take it into my own hands. My boyfriend told me about Job Corps, and I basically took a tour of the place. It's kind of like a jail. It's a little intimidating. And then I actually tried to sign up, and they told me that I couldn't get in with an open court case. Like, if they asked me if I had any open court cases and if I had any fines, and I said yeah, and they said, well, you can't get in until all that is over. So I didn't take any steps forward, didn't take a step back. I was just still in the same spot. And that was frustrating because I felt stuck. I was in between a rock and a hard place. And I was out of school for like 6 months, you guys. I was out of school for a very, very long time. So when I actually did get back into school, my mom had to get me into apply me to one school just so I can get into another. And this school was basically like a credit recovery / if you're a bad kid and you can't go back to your school, and if you're too old to go to a regular school, this is where you can try to get your high school diploma before you get too old, So that's the type of school I had to go to. And I was out of school for so long. I had so much work to do. I had so much work to do, and it was really overwhelming. But I tried. I didn't want it to I didn't want it to get in. I didn't want it to get in the way of other things. So I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. But at some point, prom comes up. Near the end of the school year, and I started getting really, really depressed again. And that was because I started thinking wow, I'm not going to get to go to prom. The people that bullied me, that thought I wasn't going to do anything, they're not going to get to see me at my best and finest. They're not going to see me shine like a diamond, the star that I think I am sometimes, and that I want to feel like that all the time. And I wasn't gonna get to, I guess, prove myself. I gotta stop wanting to prove myself to people. I also started thinking you know what? If I graduate, I'm not even gonna go to my graduation. I don't want to. I just want to get the diploma and dip. Not even go to the graduation. I mean after or before or after the graduation, I want to pick up my diploma at the school, and then I was gonna be done. But I got so depressed, you guys, that I didn't go to school for a couple days, and sometimes I didn't go to school for a whole week. And it just, so when I did get back into school, I was basically failing a couple of classes, and I did complete all but one, and that class was the reason that I did not get to graduate. And you see a lot of other people on their Snapchats graduating, and honestly, you feel so proud of them, but you can't let it show because of all the stress and the depression and everything that you feel for yourself. And so, I mean, I ended up going to my cousin's graduation, and I couldn't stay for the whole thing. I ended up going into the bathroom, and I couldn't stop crying. Like, I felt so absolutely pathetic. Look at her. She's just staying with me through the whole thing. She's so nice. Say hi, Angel. Angel, say hi. Angel, look. Angel, look. Say hi. So I basically am making this video to tell you guys don't give up. Because if you give up, then you fail automatically. And it's just so much worse than trying, failing, and then trying again. It is so much worse than that. I mean, at least you're trying to get somewhere, okay? If you just give up completely, I don't know what to say. You'll just end up being really disappointed in yourself. Like, beyond belief. You guys, you don't want to see anyone graduating without you, okay? It hurts. It really does. Graduate, and people are going to keep asking you, oh, did you graduate? Did you graduate? Some people are going to just assume, yeah, you graduated. I'm so happy for you, you graduated, and all you can say is, no, I didn't graduate. No, I didn't get to. Oh my God, I gotta blow my nose. You guys, just remember that it's not too late, okay? It's not too late until it's over. So, just try your hardest, okay? Like, it's literally not that hard to try your hardest. Does that even make sense? And if you do fail, get up. Like, don't just sit there and be sorry for yourself. It's not doing anything for you. It is not. So just get the back up, okay? Just do it. And because there's people that believe in you, and I know I don't know you, like, not really, but I believe in you. Because you have to have faith in yourself. And that's something that I just didn't. And I took another step back. But hopefully with all these steps back, I'm gonna move forward. And I'm just really thankful for everyone that believed in me, and everyone that still does. Like, you guys are the absolute best, because honestly, giving up would definitely be a lot easier without you guys. So that's it. This video, I made it for you as a lesson that you go through things to learn lessons in life, but hopefully you don't have to go through this, because you know how it is now. You know how it is, you know how it can be, so just try your hardest. And I hope you guys have a good day, a great day. I hope you guys had an amazing school year, and I hope your next one is so much better. I hope that you do study, because I didn't. I hope that you do your homework, because I didn't. And I hope that you graduate. I love you guys. Have a great day. See you in my next video.